The senator from Arizona.
Madam President, as is the agreed upon procedure by the two leaders, I now send a motion to commit to the desk with instructions as part of the side-by-side procedure that's been agreed to by majority leaders and ask for its consideration.
The clerk will report.
The senator from Arizona, Mr. Mccain, moves to commit the bill H.R. 3590 to the Committee on Finance with instructions to report the same back to the Senate with changes that include applying the amendments made by Section 3201G.
Madam President, I ask unanimous consent that further reading be dispensed with.
Without objection.
Madam President, the motion I'm offering would simply commit the bill back to the Finance Committee for a short period to apply the same grandfathering provision in this legislation to all Medicare Advantage beneficiaries. Now, the provision in the bill as it is specifically drafted to prevent the drastic Medicare Advantage cuts from impacting some seniors in Florida, which compares to the cuts facing Medicare Advantage enrollees in the rest of Florida and the rest of America, including the 330,000 Medicare Advantage enrollees in my state. So basically what this amendment or this motion does is says that the same benefits that have been granted in the legislation to citizens in Florida would also apply to citizens who are enrollees in the Medicare Advantage program all over America. It's pretty simple. Specifically, starting in 2012, this motion would accomplish a fix that allows all Medicare Advantage enrollees, thank you, to maintain current levels of benefits on the date of enactment. And by the way, that would be in keeping with the sense of the Senate resolution that was agreed to by the senator from Colorado, Senator Bennett, that called for all Americans to be able to keep the same level of benefits as they presently have today under Medicare and Medicaid. During the Finance Committee markup, senior senator from Florida advocated in favor of treating certain Medicare Advantage enrollees in Florida better than the rest of American seniors under Medicare Advantage. Let me read from two articles written at the time of the Senate Finance Committee's deliberation. New York Times, quote, "Senator tries to allay fears on health overhaul, September 24th, 2009. And I quote from the article, quote, "Mr. Nelson, a Democrat, has a big problem. The bill taken up this week by the committee would cut Medicare payments to insurance companies that care for more than 10 million older Americans, including nearly 1 million in Florida. The program known as Medicare Advantage is popular because it offers extra benefits, including vision and dental care, and even in some cases, membership in health clubs or fitness centers. Quote, it would be intolerable to ask senior citizens to give up substantial health benefits they are enjoying under Medicare, said Mr. Nelson, who has been deluged with calls and complaints from constituents. Quote, I am offering an amendment to shield seniors from those benefit cuts. Pretty simple, pretty simple. Senator from Florida believes that there would be cuts to the Medicare Advantage program, and he was able to get into this bill an exemption for I believe 800,000. I've got the number here. 950,000 enrollees, I believe it is, in Medicare Advantage in Florida. So admirably, the senator from Florida was able to insert in this bill protection for 800 and some or 900 and some thousand constituents of his who are Medicare enrollees. I'd like to respond by saying there's 330,000 of them in my state that are seniors who have paid into Medicare, who have the Medicare Advantage program, which under the legislation, with the exception of the carve-out for the citizens in Florida by Mr. Nelson, would also then lose their benefits. Similar concerns exploded into public view on Wednesday as members of the Finance Committee slogged through a mammoth health care overhaul bill for a second day. Senator Nelson said Republicans were waging a, quote, scare campaign, but he shares some of their concerns. His predicament highlights the political risks for Democrats eager to reassure older Americans who vote in large numbers. There are risks for President Obama as well. He cannot afford to lose Mr. Nelson's vote. White House officials have offered to work with him to address his concerns. Mr. Obama has said repeatedly, quote, that if you like your health care plan, you will be able to keep it. You know, that's one of the remarkable statements that is obviously contradicted by anybody who reads this bill. Any one of the 11 million Americans, with the exception of Senator Nelson's constituents, that is under Medicare Advantage will see cuts in Medicare Advantage. That's fact. That's fact. So if those 11 million Americans like their health care plan, they will not be able to keep it. They will not be able to keep it. The cost of Mr. Nelson's proposed fix to preserve benefits for many people enrolled in the private Medicare plans could total $40 billion over 10 years, and that could also be a problem for the White House. Mr. Obama has promised not to sign a health bill that increases the deficit, and so far Mr. Nelson has not said precisely how he would pay for his amendment. Approval of the amendment could invite other Democrats to ask for similar deals that might make the bill more palatable to their constituents, but more costly as well. Well, since that September 9th article, obviously, other senators have asked for the same shielding of their constituents who are enrolled in the Medicare Advantage program. October 20th, 2009, a Bloomberg story. Reid leads Democrats into carving out favors for states on health. Democrats such as Senator Bill Nelson of Florida and Ron Wyden of Oregon secured provisions setting aside $5 billion to shore up benefits for constituents who participate in Medicare Advantage. That program allows private insurers to contract with the government to provide Medicare benefits. Nelson said the aid isn't directed solely at Florida. Quote, it affects several states, including New York, he said. We're trying to grandfather in seniors so they don't lose the benefits they have. Well, I'm trying to carry out Senator Nelson's ambition. Senator Nelson says that, quote, several states, it affects several states, including New York. We're trying to grandfather in seniors so they don't lose the benefits they have. That's exactly what this amendment is all about. I would assume that I could expect Senator Nelson's affirmative vote, along with all others of the listed in the motion of the 11 million people who are under Medicare Advantage in their states. The article goes on to say, and the deal-making continues. We've now learned about the special provisions in the 2,000-page legislation designed for certain senators, I might add, at the expense of the Medicare Advantage members in other states and the American taxpayers. You know, I'd say to my colleagues, we've had to read about such deals because they've been cut in secret closed meetings without the benefit of the C-SPAN cameras as promised. Just the other day, it came to light that this legislation has special provisions for Oregon, New York, and a special one in Florida. Now, I've had a conversation with Senator Wyden of Oregon, and he says that it's not the case. I will certainly take Senator Wyden's word for it. I want the same protections extended to all seniors. That's all this motion is about, the same protection